All those mommy dearest moments made it worth it now. No wire hangers.
I didn't have a wire hanger in the house.
I know.
You got beat with plastic ones.
Okay, well, I am grateful for all the hard work that you did to give me a better life.
Well, thank you.
I am really grateful. You worked really, really, really hard. You sacrificed marriages, relationships, personal life, family time to make sure that we had everything that we needed.
Yes.
And that I wouldn't have to also, what did you
Work
say?
3 jobs.
Well,
use your brain and not your back.
Yeah, use your brain and not your back.
Yeah.
And you were really strict growing up. You were really, really strict. No television, no movies. We had to read books. The Christmas gifts that we got were in sets of encyclopedias, and then those came with, we had to do book reports.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the cutest little letters you've ever seen. What is the mommy for?
Yeah.
And then I've got letters that both my sons wrote, and I still have them, and they're precious.
Yeah. So I wanted to thank you because you really, 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 really worked hard.
I did.
And
it was worth it.
And I really am grateful. And you could have divorced and made a ton of money because, you've had opportunities with different proposals, different various wealthy men and boyfriends and marriages, and you never, ever did that. You always, now that I'm older, I could almost say, shame on you.
You stupid idiot.
Yeah, all that money. But you always
I
left.
didn't marry for money.
And you really didn't. You really didn't. You said, as long as I have my kids, I can support my own kids.
Yes.
And you never took those big payouts, or you never.
I had a husband said, if you get a job, I won't be here when you get back. So I went and got a job.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there.
Well,
there you go.
His loss.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. All those mommy dearest moments made it worth it now. No wire hangers.
I didn't have a wire hanger in the house.
I know.
You got beat with plastic ones. No, you didn't.
No, but you were like strict, like everything had to be clean, spotless, everything. You would walk around like some weird warden lady.
No, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yeah, well, you...
No, sir, I didn't do that.
On the top of the door sills.
What's
this?
It would keep you busy and out of trouble.
Well, it certainly did.
It did. And you were the little man in the house, and I trusted you with everything. You had big responsibilities. You met your responsibilities, and I'm proud of you.
Well,
I'm very proud of you, because without you, I couldn't have fulfilled my working career to support you.
Oh, well, thank you. It came full circle.
It did.
It comes full circle. You invest in your children, and you hope that it pays off.
Yes.
And I guess there would be nothing worse than investing all your sacrifices for your children, and then they grow up to be crap.
Yeah.
But you worked in a meat packing plant.
Yes. I was the best of the best.
The best of the best.
I enjoyed that. It's precision work.
I think people would be really surprised to know that about you.
That I like precision work?
No, that you worked in a meat packing plant. What did you do there? Tell everybody what you did.
I did every job there is. I was a union steward, and I did every job there was to do. Except I didn't work on the kill floor. And I didn't butcher.
Well, what did you do? What was the thing that you did the most?
I worked on the bacon line.
You worked on the bacon line?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means that, let me let you know that Safeway has got the strictest rules. They have the best bacon by far.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
But you have this big machine. It's probably like 30 inches in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it's bigger than that. It's probably 4 feet in diameter, and it's got a real sharp blade.
Mm-hmm.
And the blade goes around, and you put pork belly in the side of it, and the machine, and it'll pull that belly down and slice it. Well, you have the control of how much goes down the middle and how much goes to the side. And I was so good that the middle cut went right down the middle, and the scalers almost had nothing to do. They just had the end cuts. But now if you work with a sow, as a rule we didn't do sows. They brought in a pallet of sow bellies, and they're about as tall as I was. And they have about 8 inches of fat on each side of it, and the machine takes that fat off, and then you throw it in the bin in a vat, and then that goes down the line. Well, it's so big it's hard to control, the weight of, you want it to go down in a pound or 2 pounds, depends on what you're doing. But the scalers got so mad because there was so much end cuts on it, and Renee, she had hers packed up taller than she was. She got mad and pushed it all on the floor. We had to stop the line because I'd have it going right down the middle, but the scalers couldn't keep up.
So you were fast.
In precision. I mean, it was precision work. And if I was on the scales, they couldn't stump me and keep me behind.
Did you enjoy that?
I loved it. I
Really?
wish I could do that right now again.
Well, you could if you wanted to.
No.
Well, why not?
Oh, I couldn't.
How come?
Because it's cold in there. I couldn't take the cold.
You couldn't?
I left Colorado because of the cold.
Yeah.
Like working in a freezer, very cold.
Oh.
And the only way you could stay warm was to work fast. I loved it. I lost an emerald ring in a 2-pound package of bacon. Somebody found it.
It was inside?
Yep.
Ooh, think of all the things that get inside of those packages then. What about fingernails and fingers?
Oh, fingers were lost. Hands were lost.
Wait, but were they packed into the meat?
Well, yeah.
Oh!
Not the hand. That was at the
Like people
press.
lost their fingers, they didn't find them, they were just in the meat somewhere?
Yeah, we had to call that load out. Yes, fingers were lost in there because somebody thought they were faster than that blade. Stick their finger in there to clean off the conveyor belt, and boom, their finger.
Conveyor belt. You said conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt. That's what it is.
Did you say it's a conveyor belt, Mama? Mama? Can you push that bacon right on down that conveyor belt?
Oh, hush up.
That's...
Dangerous job.
Yeah, that's weird that you would like that so much. What made you like... What about it made you like it?
Because you could do everything.
What do you mean you could do everything?
Everything. You could, after the hams were smoked, you would cut the hams, which was, oh my God, when they come out frozen on the bandsaw, so easily slip and cut your finger like I did.
Just hearing that...
I broke my knees.
Both?
Both my knees.
How?
Well, they bring in a pallet loaded with boxes, ham boxes. And the pallet on one side was broken, so it tipped. And the driver put it in, left, and then I opened the strap. And when I opened the strap, it went off balance, and the whole load came down and pushed me all the way back and broke my knees.
Ouch. How long did that take to recover?
That was my last day there.
Well,
Well, because they said they weren't going to pay for it. They said, we'll take you to the doctor, but we're not going to pay you anything for it. And they said, you might as well keep on working. I said, if you wouldn't fix my knees, what are you going to... You're not going to fix a broken neck. This is a bacon plant. The floors are greasy. I'm not going to keep working. And I didn't. That was my last day.
Wow. I remember how you smelled like bacon.
Well, I'm making bacon.
You would come home and you were wearing that white lab coat and then that hard hat, and you had a little Yosemite Sam pin stuck in the top of it.
Yeah.
And I remember the smell, and I remember you would bring home rolls of stickers. And I don't know why we had rolls of stickers in the laundry room. They were like in the laundry room, up above the thing. There was like laundry soap and detergent, and then rolls of stickers from your job. Why would you bring those home?
Because I forgot them. I was supposed to take them with me.
They were there for years.
I know, I don't care. I threw them away.
We used to play with those stickers. My brother and I,
did?
yeah, we would like take them and stick them on everything, and then
They wouldn't come off.
I know, and then we would panic because then we would. You have no idea how some days we spent like hours trying to get the stickers off of.
Well, let me tell you what they did to me.
What?
They brought out a load of green bacon.
Green?
Green bacon.
What the heck is green
and
bacon?
wanted me to run that through the press.
Ooh.
Through the bacon press. I said, I'm not running that. And they said, yeah, you are. I said, no, I'm not. And since I was a union steward, I told everybody, stop your machines. We're done for the day. They said, no, you're done for the day. You're going to go home 2 weeks without pay, and we're going to keep going. I said, none of you here, not one of you had better run this green bacon. Because if somebody gets really sick, poisoned, or die, it's on you.
What kind of a sick place did you work? Wow.
Yeah.
I would imagine, and obviously I don't need to imagine because it was one of the reasons you went vegan, because of all the stories of what happens in meat packing plants and
Yes.
and all of
Slaughterhouses.
and
Yes.
and how much,
Cruelty.
not only the cruelty, but how much infected meat gets processed.
Yes.
Like really, really, really infected. And then I gave you a book called
Cancer and tumors.
Yeah.
That runs right on through.
Yep. I gave you a book called Fast Food Nation.
I know.
And you have not eaten a hamburger ever since.
Never.
In over 20 years, you've never eaten a burger.
Almost 30.
Yeah, because of that
Never
book.
again. Never.
Because you've seen a lot of it in your own. Yeah, so that's interesting. Wow, that was a tough job. I remember you being so late for work that you almost crashed going to that job.
That was a nightmare.
What happened there?
I was late for work, and there was a fork in the road. Go left or go right.
Oh, not a piece of silverware.
No.
It wasn't like a spoon. Or a fork. It was a fork.
It was a fork.
It was a fork, but not a fork.
Yeah, there was a split in the road. You go
Okay.
left or you go right.
I'm just teasing.
Going right, I had to go get gas because it was empty, or pretty close to it.
Right.
And then if I stayed straight ahead to the right, then that was going to work. And I thought, I am so late. I better go to work. So I turned off to get gas and changed my mind at the last minute. And there's a tunnel there. And then instead of rolling, my car slid sideways all the way down through the tunnel. And when I got to work, I had no tread on my tires.
How fast? You said you were going like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Yeah. And it was bumping,
Bouncing.
It should have rolled, but it didn't. By the grace of God, it didn't.
Going 90 miles an hour sideways down a highway, bouncing, losing all of your tires for a job.
Yeah.
That didn't.
I had children to support.
Yeah, but it's what's sad about that is that job doesn't care. They didn't care about you. You hurt your knees. You wanted to stand up for the right thing, and then there was no loyalty to you.
No.
You had all the loyalty to the job, but the job had no loyalty to you.
That's right.
And that's the problem with with everywhere now,
Yeah.
is that people bust their butts. They work and they work and they work and they give everything they have to their job.
And you're just a number.
Yeah, and so many times there are those companies, there are those employers that
They give you incentives.
Yeah, they value you.
And I read where they give you exercise rooms, and they give you like a half-hour break so you can exercise and take a break.
I don't know that that's really done for the well-being of the employee as it is for the well-being of the company. Like if we keep you healthy and stronger, we'll just keep more workforce.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a trick that some companies play, some big tech companies up north, and they serve lunch there, and they're like, it's easier for them to just provide lunch for their workers so that productivity, so
you'll spend your lunch money there.
Well, you get it free lunch, but that you're not leaving the property, you're not late for lunch, you're eating and then back to work. So people think, oh, it's a perk, like I have this perk, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not really a perk.
Someone
it's a little
provide
trick.
babysitting.
Yeah. And all of that it makes it feel like it's for you.
Mm-hmm.
But really a lot of that is done for
The conglomerate.
Yeah, they're like, okay, well now we have them. you know. I think that the way you want to show that you have them is pay them. Pay people what they are worth. Pay people a real salary.
Yeah, everything goes up, but the wages.
Everything.
Yeah.
And
The rent, the food, the gas.
I see so many people fighting the raise of minimum wage, right? People are like, minimum wage, like, you know, fast food workers shouldn't be making $15 an hour. Like, you know, go to school,
That's
blah,
hard
blah, blah.
work.
It is hard work, but also, I go to fast food a lot. And I go in and I see a lot of older people working there. I see like a lot of moms working there, or some like maybe retired people working there.
Mm-hmm.
And rent has skyrocketed, gas has skyrocketed, food has skyrocketed,
It's pathetic.
insurance has skyrocketed, healthcare has skyrocketed. Everything's going up, 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 up. Everything's going up,
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
up, up. Cars, like, you know, the same car that was like a certain, but then the wages aren't.
Remain the same.
Right, and then people oppose a living wage.
Yeah.
They're like fighting. They're like, what are you doing? Like, why would you oppose increasing minimum wage? And they're like, well, we can't afford it. Small businesses can't afford it. Well, the small businesses are raising their food prices and their restaurant prices. Every restaurant we've gone to is more expensive. Every business is raising their
Yes.
prices.
And the food has doubled.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of it was a scam during the pandemic. Like, a lot of it was like these prices
That's
were
when they raised it during the pandemic.
artificially inflated
That is
prices with like, you know,
ludicrous.
grocery stores. Now I glanced the headline, so I don't really know. I didn't go into it at all, but that they're going to hold some of these grocery stores accountable for these price ranges. They're like, you're not going to gouge customers anymore.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I read something. I could be talking out
Nonsense.
of the wrong side of my mouth about it, but it's
But maybe you're right.
maybe I'm talking about the wrong side of my mouth.
This is what gets me.
Yeah.
A loaf of bread is the size of a cracker now. A cracker is the size of what used to be a what do they call those little Cheez-Its?
Yeah, even like the bread. Oh,
And then the ice cream. You used to get a gallon of ice cream. Now you get like half. The coffee, it's like shrunk down.
everything.
It's just, and I called Kellogg's.
You did?
I did. I'd like to know why you're doing this to the people. You know, you're ripping the people off. The prices went up, but the box shrunk. It's all skinny now. It's shrunk.
Yeah.
And then the little tab, would it hurt you at all to put a little longer tab on it? Because
It's funny because family size now
Yes.
used to be a regular box.
yes. And when you go to close the box, the tab won't close. Is it going to be that much of a problem to put a tab on there that closes? Because nowadays they make cupboards that aren't tall like they used to be. You have to put the box in sideways, and the tab doesn't close, so it falls out. And that is a... Don't get me started. And by law, that should not be called a 99-cent store.
Well, it used to be called 99-cent only.
Plus.
Oh, is it now? Is it 99-cent plus now?
No, but it should be called 99-cent plus. You get one for 99 cents. The rest is $1.29 and $1.49 and up.
Yeah. Wasn't that something?
Dollar General was the only one that you could go in, and it was 99 cents. Whatever was in the store was
Still?
99
Now?
cents. Well, I don't know about now. I stopped going because I'm not going to support that. When they say it's 99 cents, by golly, that ought to be 99 cents. With a big old sign up there, 99-cent store. If I knew an attorney that would sue him, I would.
Let's talk about some of these things that you wanted to say thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the cutest little bear. This is from Antoinette
Mm-hmm.
in New York, New York. Isn't that the cutest little bear? It says, sending you a bear hug. I'm a little pocket bear. Cute bear. Cute. And then I got this from Deborah Rivera from California, and it says strong, like stay strong.
Oh, that's nice.
Wear that strong. And I didn't want to open them until I could thank them for that, and I put their address on the back.
Okay.
And then this one is a card, and he also gave me a book. But this one is from Sherry, this beautiful card, and it says,
Well, hang on, let's see the card.
she says she's one of my biggest fans,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a beautiful card.
It is beautiful.
And I appreciate it immensely.
Oh,
Thank
that was
you.
very nice of Sherry.
Yes, that's from Sherry. And this is from,
You said this was hand painted?
yeah, from Junior. He's an artist. He has paintings on Instagram. He's
What's the Instagram?
Junior Sandler, and he's an artist.
Oh, that's
And he says, send you lots of good energy.
Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yes, that's nice.
And what is this book?
And this book is Christmas book. She thought, this from Sandler, and thought that I would like in reading this book. She thought it was a good book, and I will read it because I like reading books. And I when we do videos, I'd like to thank the people that send cards and letters and gifts.
Yeah.
And so I don't have to sit down, get thank you notes and put stamps on them and mail them. But this is quick, and if you want to see what you sent me gets put on camera, you'll just have to stay tuned.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I love you.
But in the meantime, I love you more.
Bye.
Bye.